Good evening to all the preppers out there. This is Zion Prepper, and I apologize. I'm getting the sniffles and a cold, so if my voice sounds different, well, it probably is. I just want to do a quick update on the video I did November 30th, and it was entitled H5N1 Variant Bird Flu Virus. You better be prepared. I'm following very carefully the H5N1 variant virus because just simply because of my background. It's something that I know a little bit about, and I wanted to follow it because it's one of those things that if it does make the mutation jump from birds to humans, it can cause a catastrophic effect. If you remember on the H5N1 variant bird flu virus video, I just talked about basically what scientists were doing. Basically, they are mutating the viruses and looking at the different variants to see if one of those could possibly make the jump over to the human side, which would cause mass catastrophe. And one of the things as a scientist, what we do, right or wrong, is we tend to do our research and then we publish it. Really doesn't matter what type of research, unless it's under government security clearances. You can't publish it. It's used internally there. But most of it is published, and it's put out there on the market and made available to basically anybody who wants to look at it. And let's go back, just kind of reviewing the H5N1 influenza virus. Remember, it's also known as the avian bird flu. And what it does basically is it's an extremely efficient killer. And it wiped out, if you remember, several years ago, as well as last year, just a lot of poultry, both not so much in the United States, though it did affect it, but more in Europe and other countries overseas as well. Now, what has happened is that at the medical center in Rotterdam, basically the Netherlands, there's a virologist. His name is Ron Fouchier, Fouchier, and he has created an avian flu that's unlike any other H5N1 strain, and it easily spreads between ferrets. This version of the H5N1 variant virus spreads between ferrets. Ferrets are used because they're most similar to mimicking the human response to the H5N1 strain virus, and so that's why the ferrets are used. Now, this should be alarming to you that is happening, but number two, it should be alarming to you that I'm not sure of the percentages. I couldn't find out, but part of it is, or the entire experiment is being funded by the National Institute of Health. And the methods of testing were relatively low-tech methods. And even Fouchier himself, I'm going to quote him, he's saying, this is probably one of the most dangerous viruses you can make. And there's other scientists aboard who are reviewing the research, and they're absolutely agreeing that this H5N1 variant he made is very, very dangerous. Now, Fouchier is going to publish his results, and once again, they become completely open to anybody who wants to look at his work or who wants to replicate his work, which is a concern. And you remember in my previous video, I talked about a gentleman from Japan, Kawaoka, Kawaoka. He's from the University of Wisconsin, and he's publishing a similar study. That's what my first video was based on. And so now you have two studies, similar results, going to be published, open to the public domain. Now, what they're trying to determine is if H5N1 can make that leap from poultry to the human race. If it does get to the human race, it's going to trigger a worldwide pandemic. Absolutely, it's going to. No ifs, ands, whats, or buts. It's going to be devastating. Now, they call this type of research they call it dual-use research, and basically they call it dual-use research because it can be either good or it can be either bad or evil. It can be good in the sense that if we can find a vaccine to it, we can help people before it occurs, or before the virus is able to spread, and this one will spread fast. We can take care of that problem. That's good. It's evil in the sense that it's public domain knowledge. It gets in the wrong hands of people. These were low-tech experiments to do it in the first place. It could really, truly be a significant issue for people out there. So basically, the whole premise of some of this is, as a scientist, what do? That you're working on things that affect the human race. Should you publish these articles, yes or no? In this case, there's no oversight on the publication, so it is going to be produced. But my bigger picture is I just wanted to talk about this H5N1. It's self-contained now. It is in clean rooms. It is it's very carefully controlled, but it is Mother Nature. We cannot necessarily control Mother Nature, even though we think we can, and it does tend to make jumps well beyond things we could ever plan for. So, Zion Pepper, just letting you know that this H5N1 virus, other people are playing with it, and as I continue to do the research and find new things, I'll post it up for you. But a lot of people are interested in this to see if they're going to get it to work or not, so keep your eyes open, and it probably wouldn't hurt just be prepared just in case, because this literally could, if it got loose, and it did make the jump, which are two large assumptions, could affect a lot of people. Zion Prepper saying thanks and have a good night.